Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Ironman. And last video, I showed an extremely niche method for UIM's training construction that involves using limestone bricks. And we had just unlocked the method because we got 70 per for the Mauritania Hard Diary for the Mauritania Legs 3, which is vital for that method. And then we spent 40 hours training construction to get from level 77 to level 85, which is where we're at now. We have so many upgrades we have to make to the house now, and I guess we'll start with one of them at a time. We're going to start with the costume room, and we'll upgrade as many things in here as possible as we can. So I'll go collect all the supplies that we need right now. Okay, we're going to be replacing the saw here with the crystal saw, which I think a lot of you know allows you to boost construction up to 3 levels above where you're at. So we're going to use that on the pool, and we have that back now. And it has 28 charges, or 56 for us, because we have the Western Medium Diary done. So we can use it to boost 56 times now before we have to come back here and recharge it. But if you use it to build something that's not above your level, it doesn't use up charges. Okay, about to chop some logs here, and we're actually coming in with 75 farming from this tree that we're checking. There we go. Now we could plant magics without boosting, and it's a nice clean level too, 75. Two things I want to mention is that you can only have one costume room in your house at a time. And the second thing is that if you try to remove one of the things in the costume room and you have stuff in here, you get this message saying you have to remove everything from there, which is why all the stuff is in the inventory. But now we will never have to worry about that again. With the teak one, we can only store things up through medium clue scrolls. Now we can store every single item from every single clue scroll with this. So we'll put all this stuff back in here now. The dress box here is for random event items, which we've actually never gotten any random event stuff. So I should probably get started on that one of these days, but now we can store every single type of costume in there. Okay, here's the highest tier toy box, which is completely cosmetic, but that's where all the holiday event items are. It's pretty much the same service as Diego's Reclaim service. Upgrading from teak to mahogany cape rack, you can store every single type of cape in all these. Only thing that makes a difference when you upgrade is the amount of skill capes you can store in there before. So with the teak, it was 1 skill cape. Now with mahogany, we can store up to 5. All right, we're gonna say goodbye to the flam tear bag. It's kind of annoying to get, but once you've done it once, it's really not that bad. It takes like maybe half an hour in total once you're like all suicide to Zora and everything. So that is gone, but now we have space in the inventory to upgrade to the next tier of magic wardrobe. The magic wardrobe is probably the most annoying one to have to build because you can store so many armor sets in there, and a lot of them have a lot of pieces. As you can see in my inventory right now, we have pretty much filled up, and we only have, what, 4 sets, plus the graceful as well. And to be able to store unlimited amounts of sets in there, you need level 96, or, you know, after boosting, level 96. So right now we're going to build the 5th tier one, which will allow us to store up to 5 sets of armor in total. I could see us having issues trying to upgrade this in the future in terms of like inventory space when we go for the highest tier one, but we'll deal with that when it comes around. For now though, the costume room is pretty much as upgrade as I'd like to do for now. And also this is probably the most important room for UIM, which is something I mentioned in previous videos, but I'm really glad that we have all this nice mahogany stuff built in there. This next thing is something I'm super excited to build, and probably the thing I've been looking forward to the most. I know everyone says this, but building the fairy ring in the house will change everything for the account. Alright, I'm going to claim my stuff back from Zora though, because I don't want to die collecting the mushrooms and lose everything in there. And of course, the first thing I cut is the Soleil Step Cap. Why not have 100? That's a waste. The fairy enchantment thing, I think it's called, Fairy Fix It, and it's 100 GP, so that way we can build the fairy ring. I'm so excited. We need level 85 for this, so we don't have to boost or anything now. Just straight up build the fairy ring in the POH. I feel like a little giddy kid on Christmas morning. We have the fairy ring in the house now. This actually makes so many things so much faster now. If we had the stamina pool, that would really help a lot for a lot of things. But this in itself is so huge, man. I guess we don't really need the Artie cloak anymore. I pretty much just use that so we get to fairy rings pretty fast. So that is not as useful as it used to be. And the fairy ring to get home anytime we want is Dick. And I'll take us straight there. Look at that. We can go back and forth to the POH anytime from pretty much all over the Gilnor. What an amazing method of transportation that we've unlocked today. Once we get enough money, the first altar I'm going to build in this spot over here will be the Arceus altar, so that way we can switch back and forth between the Arceus spellbook, and we actually now have a way to get home, because we can go to any fairy ring and get home now instead of having to like run all the way to Karamja or something if we're on the Arceus spellbook. So now, next time we go back to Slayer, we can reanimate heads while we're doing Slayer. Although 5k blood runes and 5k soul runes is going to cost quite a bit of money. The next super important thing that we're going to be building, which is pretty much on par with the importance of the fairy ring, is building master stash units, and we're going to be building 2 of them right here. You need level 88 construction to build them, and luckily with the saw, with 85 construction, we can just straight up build them without having to, you know, go for like a tea or a stew or something for a boost. We need 1 gold leaf per master stash, and they are 130k each. It's a good thing I'm not blind, or else I wouldn't be able to see this well. All right, well, here's the first master stash unit that we're building. A nice little bit of construction XP, a little bit costly, but now we can store the Mystic Robe top, Mystic Robe bottom, and the Ivan staff all in the stash unit here. So that frees up a spot that was previously taken up by an untradeable item. On to the next one now, which is probably the most important out of all the stash units in the game for UIM. Yeah, so in this master stash unit, you can store the Slayer Helm, the Dragon Defender, and the Dragon Battle Axe, which actually I meant to buy. Let's go buy that. Okay, and we can buy that here in the Heroes Guild for 200k. So this master stash is pretty much considered like the Slayer stash. I think it's pretty obvious why it's the most important, being that you put the Slayer Helm and Dragon Defender in there. And with the Dragon Battle Axe, a lot of Ironmen just in general use the Dragon Battle Axe special, which increases your strength but slightly lowers your attack. So you can use the attack potions you get here in the Warriors Guild, or just super attack potions you make yourself in conjunction with the Dragon Battle Axe, which makes Slayer a lot faster, you know, with a higher strength level then. And that way with the Dragon Battle Axe, you don't have to use super strength potions. But all three of these are going in the stash unit until further notice. By the way, little interruption here to remind you to do your birdhouse runs, because you probably haven't done yours yet. And just like that though, we have no more important untradables on us. Like obviously you can just buy the bee gloves back, you can buy that back, you buy that back. The Draymond staff's really the only thing that you have to go a little bit out of your way for, but other than that, like, we're done, we're free, we can do all the Willy stuff that we want to do. This is why I haven't gotten the rune pouch yet, why I haven't gotten the seed box yet. This is why I've stayed away from all that. So now we're all set to go start doing some Willy stuff. One more master stash unit I want to build requires the Zamorak full helm and the Shadow Sword. And you get the Shadow Sword from the General Shadows mini quest. And to do the General Shadows mini quest, we have to do the Curse of the Empty Lord mini quest. So we're going to start with the Curse of the Empty Lord one, and there's a pretty good chance we'll be going in the wilderness. We got the first piece from the guy at the start of the quest, and the second guy is giving us the gloves. Okay, we just suicide because we have to go to the lava maze now, so I'm going to get some runes, get some food, and hopefully don't get PK'd along the way, but it's not a big deal if we do. Pharaoh's gloves is kind of expensive, but beyond that, not too bad. Okay, here we are in the center of the lava maze, and we got the boots from this guy. Now we have to walk all the way back out and back to 20 Wildy. Walk all the way back out. I don't have this shortcut unlocked yet either, unfortunately. So it's a bit of a trek, but I highly doubt anyone would actually be inside of this part of the lava maze PK. Oh my god, there's a guy Scold. I didn't actually record it, but as he was shooting his arrow to attack me, we just got the log. It was like as I was running out of lava maze. Here, let's log into the different random world here. Yeah, so I was right, oh my god. Yeah, so I was right here when the guy just came out and started attacking me. Alright, I think we should be good from here on out though. Okay, we got the next piece from this lady over here. Okay, there's the hood and one more piece to go. Oh yes, this one's usually really annoying because you have to go through this long dialogue. It's like 3 minutes long, or maybe it feels like 3 minutes long. And usually you'd be aggroed by the Earth Warrior, so most people bring a friend with them or something. But luckily, this guy was right in this nice spot over here, so we were able to stand here. I don't know if they changed it so he doesn't walk around or something, but yeah, the spot's very, very convenient now. And there's the last piece of the set. Okay, I thought we had to go back to talk to someone, but no, apparently it's greened out now, so we're done. That's it. I can move on to the General Shadow to get that sword. You know, I think as kids, every single one of us thought that this was like the coolest set ever. And if you were in the wilderness and you saw some dude rock up looking like this, you knew that you're not in for a good time. So here's the stats of it. You can see it's very, very mediocre, just some magic attack and magic defense, and that's it. I guess it's mostly just for the fashionscape, but we can now put this in the magic wardrobe since we upgrade that. Now we have room for it, so there we go. We still have almost 40 minutes left to go get the looting bag and get everything sorted out. We got plenty of time. You need to be wearing full ghostly in order to start and do the General Shadow. So that's the reason why you're required to do Curse of the Empty Lord first. So we got the full ghostly now and we can get this done. Okay, there we go. We just fought a spooky doggo. And with the completion of this mini quest, we get 2000 Slayer XP and the Shadow Sword, so we can build that Master Stash unit now and store this helmet away. Look at all the green down here now. That's what the sword looks like, by the way, if you never seen it before. Another 130k down the drain. First time in God Wars means we have to put a rope down here, and we'll never have to do that again. I think that since we're here, oh, hold up. We're gonna come and put these ropes down for Sarah Doman, because I guarantee later on when we are ready to do Sarah, or just come here for whatever reason, I'm gonna forget. So I'm glad we're getting these two knocked out of the way now. Okay, there we go. Now these are here forever. Okay, and here it is, the Master Stash unit. It's pretty crazy that a hammer. Okay, thank you Goblin Boy for your hammer. Anyways, I was saying that I think it's pretty crazy like how early on we got this helmet. I don't know if there's any UIMs that are grinding for that specifically or something, because this obviously isn't a very important stash unit. You would just use it for the clue scroll. You wouldn't actually need to have this helmet for anything, you know. Yeah, let's go build that and put the Shadow Sword and the Zamorak full helm in there. And we're set for that. By the way, the knight that was standing outside God Wars asked us to bring this message to Sir Tiffy. I have no clue what it does. I didn't look it up or anything, but maybe we'll get something from it. Maybe not. Okay, I guess not. That was it. We've also got some XP lamps to claim from the museum. Okay, we have 118 kudos right now, so we'll see how much we have afterwards. From Curse of the Empty Lord, I know we get a 10k XP lamp from that one. I'm not sure what the other one is though, so obviously both going to Herblore. Okay, 1k XP, so the other must be 10k XP. Nice, that's beautiful. And 64 Herblore. Okay, and we're at 148 kudos. And for the Virak Hard Diary, we need 153 kudos, so very close to that. One more thing I want to mention about the Curse of the Empty Lord mini quest is that by doing that, obviously we got the Ghostly Robes, and we also unlock the ability to buy back Ghostly Robes from Purdue. It's on there right now because we have it in the house, but that is the last item that we have unlocked the ability to buy from Purdue. We have unlocked every single item possible to buy from him. Did I just repeat myself? Well, you know what I'm saying. Okay, it's time to upgrade the jewelry box. And to upgrade it, as you can see right here, we need 5 combat bracelets and 5 skills necklaces. And this is kind of a pain because we need 10 dragon stones. There are quite a few ways to get crystal keys / dragon stones. There's the Fossil Island Archaeologist who drops crystal keys pretty often. There's Vorkath and Zelcano, which we both don't have unlocked yet. But I think the best way for us to get dragon stones, and not just dragon stones, but noted dragon stones, is going to be the Rogue's Chest in Super Deep Wildy right over here. You need 84 thieving to thieve from the Rogue's Chest. I've watched a few videos and apparently you can get about 20 noted dragon stones per hour, which is really perfect timing because we only need 10 of them. So hopefully we can go there, spend half an hour thieving the chests, not get PK'd, then we'll have the 10 dragon stones that we'll need to make the jewelry that we'll need to upgrade the jewelry box. Okay, once we dive to the nettles, this is the armor I'm going to be wearing. It's essentially just max prayer bonus and maximum budget. I did the calculations and each prayer potion will last us 10 minutes with pray melee on, so 4 prayer potions should last long enough to get the 10 dragon stones. Okay, here's what we got heading into the wilderness. It's about 6 p.m. Pacific time on a Thursday, so we'll see how this goes. There's a hard clue step now with the music clues, and one of the tracks is from the Scorpia's lair, so we're going to enter there, get the music track, and oh, Greater Poison. Okay, I should have known that. I don't think it's too bad though. But now we have that music track unlocked for the future, for whenever we get that hard clue step. Okay, well here we are. We're going to start praying melee and start searching all these chests for traps and getting all the loot. And I think this is a Wildy Diary task. Did we do that? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Just turn off auto retaliate. I have my player attack options off as well. Not that it matters, but oh, 2 dragon stones already. 3rd check. Nice. Dude, that's back to back. We got dragon stones. Also, you gotta make sure you don't left click it because if you just open it right away without searching, you'll take like 14 damage. Stamina potions would help. We don't have them, unfortunately. We gotta run between like all 3 of these in rotation. You can't just go back and forth between those 2 or else you'll be waiting. All right, we got our 10 dragon stones. It's been about half an hour so far. I would try and get more for the ornate box right now. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, I don't want to get too cocky though and get PK'd for everything. So I think after this rotation right here, we're just gonna head back and build the next tier of jewelry box as long as we don't get PK'd on the way back. Yeah, so we've been here about 30 minutes. And we have 12 dragon stones. So the math about checks out for 20 dragon stones per hour. As for the XP per hour, I was getting about 33k XP per hour, but apparently with Stamlas, it's like 42k XP per hour. And you get 100 XP per chest, which means we were doing about 330 chests per hour at the rate we were going. And just like that, we have made it home free with our dragon stones and all this other stuff, which I'll probably just sell off. Okay, and here's the hard clue casket, nice, that we got from the Rogue's Chest. We have all these diamonds left over from 99 fire making, and then we got these diamonds now. So just to consolidate them, I think I'll make them all into bolt tips, and then later on we can either drop them or actually use them for bolts. But if we need space, I'll just drop them or sell them or whatever. It's not too big of a deal. And that's the last of them. We got over 1,000 diamond bolts worth of tips here. Another 130k. Okay, here we go. We have the 5 of each of them. Now we're just enchanting them. And then we gotta add the 4 charges into them at the Legends Guild. Okay, let's go ahead and use this thing on the Totem Pole, and they should all be charged. Oh, there's a task too. Very nice. That looks so freaking cool in the inventory, seeing all these. All right, here we are at the jewelry box. We can upgrade now from the basic one over to the fancy one. It's level 86, and we are 85, of course, with the +3 from the saw. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice to look at. So what this does over the basic one is it adds all the teleports that you get from the charged skills necklace and all the teleports from the combat bracelet. So all these right here. This is a lot. This is a freaking lot, man. That'll make clue scrolls easier. Well, yeah, that's the first thing that comes to mind, clue scrolls. Clue scrolls would be a lot easier now. Oh, we can go straight to the Warriors Guild too. That'll be good for getting the cheesy potatoes and getting to the Slayer stash unit. The more I'm looking at, the more I'm just so happy about all these different teleports we have now. Because, you know, as a UIM, two things are very important: storage and transportation. And we've unlocked a lot of both of those today. Next video, we're going to try to get the final upgrade to the jewelry box and get the ornate one. It's going to be a little bit more complicated than what we did today though, and involve a little more inventory management and a little more risk. We do still have a lot more wilderness stuff to do though, now that our untradables are safe. So next video will once again be a lot of wilderness stuff. But with that said though, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.